Hello and welcome to episode 42 of Steinsgate, where we last left off. We not only had a heart-to-heart with Kurisu, basically her allowing us to sacrifice her to save Mayuri, we've also just told Mayuri basically everything that we've been going through. So with that in mind, I think this is the Mayuri ending, and we'll see how that, I guess that goes overall. But without further ado, if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. Without further ado, we are on our way with Mayuri to talk to Kurisu before basically sealing Kurisu to her fate. I contacted Kurisu. We arranged to meet on the UPX overpass at 4:30 p.m. in the morning. I was wondering why she wanted to meet so early, but I understand once I see her. She's dragging a large suitcase. She faces us with a smile. Back to America. Kurisu nods.
もともと8月の頭には帰る予定だったんだけど、どっかのマッドサイエンティストに捕まって予定より長めの滞在になっちゃった。もう私が手伝えることもないだろうし、後腐れなくって意味でもいいでしょ。
Is she doing this for me? Or is she trying to outrun her fear? It's not my right to stop her. Even if I did, it wouldn't change anything. Today, as planned, I will crack Steins' database and move to the Beta World line. I've made my decision. Mary's next to me, standing still with her head hung.
Mayuri? どうしたの? 具合悪いの?
I gently nudge her back.
ほら、Mayuri.
She takes one step, pauses for a second, then leaps on Kurisu with a cry.
クリスチャン。どうしたの? いきなり。マユシーはね、クリスチャンがいなくなるの。やだよ。
Kurisu hears the desperate plea in Mayuri's voice. She gives me a look that asks, "Did you tell her?" I silently nod.
のためなんかに消えたりしないで。
マユリ、お前。マユ
シーだってクリスチャンを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくないよ。
I expected Mayuri might say that. It's absolutely essential that I reaffirm it. I feel bad for Kurisu, but it needs to be said.
それは許されない。俺はマユリを選んだのだ。マユリには救われる義務があるのだ。
Pain stabs through my heart. These words are reprehensible.
クリスはお前のために命を投げ出すという契約をこの俺と交わした。それを保護にすれば最悪がこの地を襲うだろう。
I clench my fist tight to suppress my self-loathing.
クリスの思いを無駄にするな、マユリ。でも
ありがとう、マユリ。
Kurisu wraps her arms around Mayuri's back, returning the hug.
でも私はもう自分の中で結論を出したし、納得もしてるから。知ってる？あんたって岡部にものすごい愛されてるって。
Hmm.
何を言い出すのだ。
事実でしょ。
She gives me a mischievous smile.
だからマユリが死んだら岡部はすごく悲しむ。岡部にそんな思いさせたくないでしょ。でもクリスチャンがいなくなったらマユシーは悲しいよ。そうね。会えなくなると寂しいかな。でもどうせ私は生きてたってアメリカに帰るつもりだったわけだし。だから別の世界線に行っても私はアメリカにいるものだと思えばそう大した違いはない。
Sad but true.
そういう問題じゃないもん。クリスさんが消えちゃうのが嫌なんだもん。ねえ、やめよう。クリスさんが消えることないよ。
Kirsu separates from Mayuri and gazes straight into her face.
これ以上私や岡部を困らせたらダメ。
She uses a gentle tone as if speaking to a child. Then she lightly bumps Mayuri on the head.
岡部、もう真由里の手を離しちゃダメよ。
分かってる。
それじゃ私は行くから。もう二度と岡部の顔見なくて済むと思うとせいせいするわ。
She punctuates her insult with a smile. She's so cheerful now, a far cry from shivering girl in the dark. To see her like this breaks my heart. I'm so sorry. I repeat the words in my heart again and again, begging for forgiveness. Kurisu turns to go.
クリスちゃん、行かないで、行かないでよ。ついてこないで。
She shouts over her shoulder. Mayuri freezes.
同情なんてしないで。惨めになるだけだから。これは私が決めたことなの。真由里に何を言われたってもう揺るがない。
It's like old Yeller. Go on, go.
さよなら真由里。約束よ。あんたは幸せになりなさい。
With that, Kurisu walks away. Early morning Akihabara, well before sunrise, the trains are just starting to run. She disappears into the station, dragging her suitcase behind her, alone. Mary falls to her knees, her face streaked with tears. As I approach, I hear her voice.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
お前が謝る必要はない。すべてはこの俺の決断だ。クリスには消えてもらう。俺はクリスを助けない。そして世界には俺が望む混沌が訪れるのだ。俺が許せないか、真由里。ならば恨めばいい。
Wow.
だがそれでもお前には最後まで付き合ってもらう。俺はお前を救うためにクリスを見殺しにする。だからお前がどれだけ俺を恨もうと、俺の意見に反対しようと、もう後戻りするつもりはない。俺の野望は誰にも止められない。
Mary slowly stands up. Then she buries her face into my chest, just like she did to Kirsu.
オカリンの本当の気持ち聞きたいよ。
How I really feel? Mary looks straight into my eyes.
オカリンが心の中で思ってることは素直な言葉で聞きたいよ。マユシーはね、もう重荷になりたくないから。
なってねえよ。なってるわけないだろう。これは俺のエゴだ。俺がお前を助けたいだけだ。お前を失いたくないだけだ。
Well, at least we're being honest.
ありがとう、オカリン。
And then she jumps.
ありが
Mayuri tries her hardest to smile through her tears, and then once again she buries her face into my chest.
いつも見てた怖い夢もそこに出てくるかっこいいオカリンもきっと夢なんかじゃなかったんだね。ずっとマユシーを助けようとしてくれてたんだね。ねえオカリン、マユシーはねオカリンのこと大好きだよ。オカリンが
Say it
い
back.
るからマユシーは毎日笑っていられるんだよ。これからもずっと一緒に。
当たり前だ。
I answer Mayuri with my embrace.
そんなの当たり前だろう。一緒にいてくれないと俺が嫌だ。
あのね、マユシーは幸せになるよ。クリスちゃんと約束したから。
Hmm.
あ
幸せにしてください。
There you go.
あ
離さないでください。
あ
ずっと大好きでいさせてください。
あ
But we never said I love you back. Man, I didn't realize this would be the ending. Or maybe it's not the ending yet. I apologize with the last episode if that's the case. The radiance of the rising sun pours out between the buildings. Daybreak. As the sky grows brighter, we remain in our embrace, as if to reassure each other that we are still here. That can't be the ending, can it? Okay, good.
それではこれよりオペレーションベルダンディ最終フェーズを開始する。
Mary and Daro turned to me and nod. Today is the last day of Kamima. Daro wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. I take a look around the lab. These last 20 days have been madness. It's incredible to think that at one point this lab had a whole 8 members, and now we're back to 3. The memories we made, the experiences we shared. To save Mayuri, I will undo them all. There is sorrow in me, guilt too. I engraved them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget, I mustn't forget, these long yet short summer days. But still, I chose to erase our memories. I chose to return everything to normal. Suzuha's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters.
ダル始めてくれ。
いいんだな。
ああ
オキドキ。
Daro starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, which can only be interfered while using the IBM 5100, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all traces of that existence. With this, I can reach the beta world line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Kirisu, Mayuri has said nothing about my choice. I guess she's come to terms with it, in her own way. The actual work I've left with Daru, no problems there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters, very true. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. But still. Once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
オカリン見つけた。マジであったぞこれ。
Oh,
あったのか。俺が送った D メールが。
しっかり残ってるよ。
Daru points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Kirisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led CERN to our doorstep. At Epi's instruction, Mocha and the Rounders attacked. If Suzuha is right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. That will take us to a tractor field beta, to the beta world line within its range of convergence, to a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasped my hand firmly.
おかり。
大丈夫だ。
She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
エンターキーを押せばデータは消せるようになってる。
Just in case. Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat.
その儀式はオカリンに譲るわ。
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Kirisu's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kirisu. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger.
勝利の時は来た。
Daru twitches at my cry.
この俺はあらゆる陰謀にも屈せず己の信念を貫きついにラグナロックを戦い抜いたのだ。この勝利のため我が手足となって戦ってくれた仲間たちに感謝を。
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sad. One press of this key and Kirisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder where it's been stitched together with jagged pink thread.
訪れるのは俺が望んだ世界なり。
I wish for Mayuri to live and Kirisu to die. That is the truth and I must never forget it.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択である。
Steinsgate. Again, apologize for saving, but just in case there's a choice to be made. This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro.
エルプサイコングルー世界は再構成される。
I swing down my index finger and strike the enter key. Click. Oh my gosh, 1.1 convergence. We did it. After a while, the spinning stops and color gradually returns to the world. Reading Steiner activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. I reach out to her and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat shoulder where Kirisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No, that's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave name subject to change. The upgrades Kirisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects save one, Kirisu was never here. I thought that I was prepared for this, but now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequences of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
おかり、どうしたの？
Mary runs up and grabs my arm.
なあ、まゆり。ラボメンナンバー004は誰だっけ？
何？
I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be.
004？ おかりん、おかりん。ラボメンはね、おかりんとマユシーとダルくんの3人しかいないよ。
Pretty sad. The tears come. I crumple to my knees and cover my face with my hands.
そうだな。このラボに。
Man, only 20 days to know someone, you know, give or take like a couple weeks or repeat days or whatever, but still.
いなかったよ。
It's pretty messed up. It's pretty sad. Her existence was rejected by the world.
おかりん、何か悲しいことがあったんだね。
Mary rubs my back.
マユシーはね、おかりんの力になってあげたいよ。
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
お おかり、泣かないで。
And now we're stuck here anyway, so there's no chance in going back in time.
まゆりはどこにも行かないでくれ。ずっと
And Daru's like,
そばにいてくれ。頼むよ。
Mary tenderly strokes my head.
マユシーはずっと一緒だよ。これまでみたいにずっと。
Man, I don't know why he's crying though. Oh, all trace of Kirisu's existence has vanished. This proves that I have returned to my original world line. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Suza traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet this is my utopia. Alright, so that was the end of Steinsgate Mayuri's route. So now what we're gonna do is basically jump back into where we made the decision to send the D-mail, ultimately killing Mocha, and then I believe at that world line we'll have Mocha's ending, perhaps, I'm not sure, and Daru's ending, and then there's one more ending I believe, which is Kirisu's ending. So sorry, I had my fingers up. I was looking at the other cam, so now we're gonna jump into that and see where this leads. So now we must send the D-mail, which is what we're gonna do. 0.57. Man, how sad though. The world warps. Once this distortion dissipates, Kirisu is gone, so is Mocha's body. The phone I'm gripping is my own. FB's phone has disappeared. I look at my hands. They're clean, no blood. No knife on the floor either, because the daughter killed her. Everything was undone. But then, why am I in this room? There are 2 bottles of Dr. P on the coffee table. Both are open. One is nearly empty, but the other is still full. Mr. Braun. Or Mocha. I jump at the sound of a running shower. She's alive? After a few minutes, Mocha comes out of the bathroom, expressionless.
生きてる。
Well, that's a surprise. Mocha sits down on the tatami mat, not questioning why I'm here. She takes out her purple phone and begins typing a mail. It feels like forever since I've seen her lightning speed typing. Shining finger. I don't need an IBN 5100 anymore, Mocha. This mail doesn't make sense. It reads like Mocha and I were discussing the IBN 5100 just moments ago. Of course, that's exactly what happened on this world line. That explains why I'm here.
必要ないとは。
My supervisor told me to stop looking, Mocha.
上司 FB か。
Oh, and I guess we're not supposed to know about FB. So sad. Suzaha world line, Luca world line, Miri world line, Bear's world line. How do you know about FB? Where did you get that information, Mocha? So FB's still alive. I feel relief but also fear. I mustn't forget that he is my enemy. For now, however, I'm more interested in what Mocha just said. FB cancelled her mission to retrieve the IBN 5100?
任務達成はすなわち処分確定。扱いとしては犬っつうより家畜だな。
I recall his last words. Perhaps he cancelled her mission so that they wouldn't be eliminated, but I don't think that will prevent their deaths. They cannot escape their fate.
私がこの手で殺してやるまで許さないから。
I cover my ears. I can't get that childish yet hate-filled voice out of my head. On that world line, I turned an innocent girl into a murderer. I bite my lip hard enough to draw blood. That world line has already been undone. But how will things turn out on this new world line? No, there's no point thinking about it. If the plan worked, the IBN 5100 should already be back in my possession. And if that's the case, then there's no need to stay on this world line either. World line 10, nope. Or chapter 10. On the way back to the lab, I stopped by the Brontube workshop and peek in through the window. The 42-inch CRT is powered on, and Tenoji FB is lounging in front of it, reading the sports page. FB is still alive. His daughter Nei has no reason to hate anyone now. I climbed the stairs to the lab. There's nobody there but Kirisu.
桐生萌香のアパートに行ったか。
は？
Kirisu pauses her at-channel browsing session to look at me in confusion.
萌香さんのアパート？私が？
Akari's been acting strange lately, so Mayuri didn't go to Kamima today. Are you in the lab? Maybe I'll go there now. I haven't seen you in a couple of days, you know. We usually see each other every day, so it's really lonely. I know it's only been 4 days at most, but I'm used to being with you all the time. I'm your hostage, remember? Don't let go.
そうか。
どういうことよ？
いや、言っていないならいいんだ。
I cut across the lounge and head straight for the development room. In the middle of the room sits the time leap machine. After a glance at the time leap machine, I scan the shelves. A large familiar cardboard box. Wow, okay, so I thought the world line would be very different, but maybe it's not. Maybe it really changes in chapter 10, but I still wonder about Daru in his time. Inside the box is the IBM 5100, the legendary retro PC stolen from me by a twist of fate. At last it has returned. The long battle is finally over. I did it. We can save Mayuri. I'm gonna see something real quick. I'm gonna see if I can skip this, because that means we've already done it. Right? Because if we can skip it. Yep. So now we're going through the same thing because we've already done it. We can skip through this. We don't need to relive it again. So she still dies. Very, very interesting. I guess we're just rushing to Kirisu at this point. And we go until we can't go no more. And then we confront her and we tell her and she's like, no, we can resist that.
そんな言い方。
Okay, now we're at a different spot.
もしもし。マユリか。
Nope, this is exactly the same as well. Still see her. Mocha's still alive, which is still crazy. Well, this might go a little quicker than expected, everyone. We get a pink ribbon. Mary's there, we tell her everything. Oh wait, we received mail. She's telling us to live. Okay, well, I definitely screwed something up. Look up the handy dandy Steins Gate guide. So I'm gonna call it here. In the next episode of Steins Gate, I guess is gonna be the finale. We're gonna run through the Kirisu route and make sure everything's good and figure it out from there. So if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. And without further ado, I've been Boog the Goob. Thank you for watching. May God bless you and peace.